We haven't really touched on sexual health and wellness and what that means to you and the people that you're with, and not talking about like sex or, STDs, about the intimacy and using products to help make that experience with yourself or with others um very pleasurable, meaningful, help you in certain areas that you never knew you could even get help.
Are you curious about discovering ways of making your life better? Then welcome to my podcast. I'm Bob Nickman, and this is The Exploding Human. Listen in while I talk with all kinds of people in the fields of personal growth, health and healing, alternative therapies, psychology, spirituality, environment, and the future. I'm looking for those answers that make life better for everyone. You'll meet cutting-edge practitioners, doctors, artists, filmmakers, business people, and those who have overcome challenges. The brave, the curious, anyone who's out there helping us humans to explore, expand, and explode. Hey, welcome to The Exploding Human. My name is Bob Nickman. Today my guest is JENAE ALT, and we're going to be talking about sexual health and skincare using CBD's transformative benefits. JENAE has a strong background in beauty and a passion for holistic wellness, and she's built a strong reputation in the cannabis industry, and we're going to be talking about some of her products, both with sexual health and skincare, for both men and women, and her company, Neo Sensual. So let's jump into it. This is JENAE ALT. Good afternoon, JENAE. It is so great to meet you, and I'm glad you're on the show. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me on this show. I'm excited to be here and to let the people know, and also, see where this conversation takes us.
Yeah, we are wide open. We're free spirits, even though we're from the Midwest. We've decided to move away and become whatever we are.
Yes, because I was trapped. It was a white picket fence, and I had everything that I was like, damn, this is a storybook. I'm out of here. And
Yeah.
I ran as far as I could until I got to water. And then I was like, I can't go any further.
I did the same thing when I moved to Los Angeles. I mean, I drove here and I just went all the way to the water and got a hotel room right on the Santa Monica Pier. It was like a month away from being torn down. So I thought, oh, that's the place I want to go. So I stayed on this thing that was over the water, this room. And it wasn't a great room because it was going to get torn down. So
Didn't matter.
it was metaphorically the perfect place to go. All right, let's talk about the first thing that I was intrigued about was your company called Neo Sensual. And it was about sexual health, and we're going to talk about that. And I think there was something about CBD in there, which I was intrigued with. So why don't you tell me what Neo Sensual is all about, and just start telling me all this great stuff, because I know you got it.
It's so funny when I listen to you say like it's about sexual health. It's one aspect of what we're doing. And it's a big aspect because a lot of people don't talk about it, but there's so many different ways to, look at this. And one of the things I love about Neo is it is touching an area where we've all grown in a society. We've grown in diversity. We've grown to love each other from different places, all walks of life now, all different sizes. But one of the things is we haven't really touched on sexual health and wellness and what that means to you and the people that you're with, and not talking about like sex or, STDs, about the intimacy and using products to help make that experience with yourself or with others very pleasurable, meaningful, help you in certain areas that, you never knew you could even get help. Bring out the beauty and glow in you and make you feel amazing. And that means something. And I wanted to get behind it.
Well, sign me up. Tell me about all those things. I like everything you just said. Every single thing sounded good to me.
It's I I commend Dennis. Like, he put a lot of time and efforts into this, and the product is something that you can use, and it's not bad for you, and it's natural and has nanotized CBD with rapid release. So it goes deep into your skin and into your body, and you feel it, and you don't have to worry about, like, side effects from it, or being greasy, or running on your clothes, or things, or clogging your pores. He's really kind of hacked the science behind being able to use things in this journey and have it escalate, enhance, and bring out everything. And the takeaway from it is you keep wanting more.
Okay, so let's talk about the actual product. Is it a cream, an oil? Is it something? What is it? And where do you apply it? And how does it? And what happens?
Well, okay, when it comes to Neo Sensual, there's the plethora, and it's because there's so many. I mean, think about it. Sexual health. Could you imagine if you just had one thing? I mean, first we have the opposite sex. Then you have to go on different pleasures, different feelings, different arousal and sense. And then
Mm-hmm.
you have to go in, like, okay, so for example, we have the tingle, and the tingle is for women, and it gives them more sensitivity down there, and also, like, gives them this rush and heats it up so that they're getting stimulated right in the area that also is being stimulated, and all the blood flow is going to that, and it happens rapidly. Is something that I've experienced. I love it. And it's something that can accent. Sometimes you want that, sometimes you don't, just depending. Sometimes I want a Coke, sometimes I want a Pepsi, whatever. But it's just great to have these things in the bedroom, to where sometimes you just want to have that extra feeling. You want to experience something. You want to have a tingle down there, whatever it is. You have that choice, and this product is for that. And that's just one. Like, we even have Man Up for Men. We that sensitizes it so they can last longer. And there's so many different products for this. There's different lubricants that are used with CBD, and CBD likes to go in and help accent what's already going on, so it brings it out faster.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, cannabinoids are all in our body, like everywhere. And so when you take the cannabinoids and put it down an area that's already rushing blood and already having friction, it can accent and bring out what you're doing even more. And people don't really realize that, but, like, that's everything in life. Like, we take vitamins to do something, right? We take vitamin C to make us feel better, and vitamin D from the sun, and vitamin E, and all these things. Why don't you think down there, if you add certain things, that it's going to bring out, accent, or, heat it up? And so Neo has found the right things to not just be a lubricant, but also be an effect based that helps bring out what and enhance what you're already doing.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what a good supplement. I'll just call it a supplement because it sort of
Supplement.
is a supplement.
Yeah.
It helps what the body does naturally.
Yes.
So,
And
so
I
I
mean,
like that idea.
and as you age, and if you're younger, and some men have problems down there when they age, or they might smoke, or certain things happen, and they didn't even know that there's products that actually can help stimulate that, and actually help their arousal process, or slow it down to where, if they don't want to ejaculate right away, it's like something that numbs it, because a lot of people have these certain problems, or women that can't feel anything, or all these different things. And instead of just, okay, I'm just not going to deal with it, or it's just life, having something to supplement and bring out those things that might accent what you're doing. And I love it. I think it's a great line. And that's just one part down there, because we also have our beauty line, and I'm really excited about the advanced science on that as well. And Neo is kind of the forefront and really being able to capitalize on using natural medicine and finding a way to use the effects of that to get a response, to get an effect, to get a beauty from it.
How do you formulate your mixtures of, all these things? I mean, how did you go about even discovering? How did you discover this, and two, how do you go about formulating the products?
It's actually a really beautiful story, and I'm going to let that on part two of this because there's so much to talk about, Bob, and we're just going to scratch the surface today and really get to people to know like the broad spectrum of everything. And then I'd love to have Dennis on the show to be able to articulate the story and
Great.
what goes behind because his brother suffered really bad. And it's now Dennis's mission to make people understand that CBD can be life changing. And it's not about being psychoactive or the government or this, and that. It's about really understanding your body and what you need to be at optimal health. Neo Sensual is it's created for the woman to be able to behind closed doors have her own regimen and her things to go to be able to make herself not only look the best, feel the best. And there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's great. And that's why this line was created for the woman. And for the man, it's for him to have the most amazing time, to have things in his body that he might need a little help for. And for both a man and a woman, it's for them to explore the pleasure together and to accent that journey that they want to have. And I love Neo for everything that it is. And yeah.
So is it neosensual.com? Is that how people would find the products, or is it a different website?
Well, I think going to the Neo Sensual on the social media and the let's look up the website. But yeah, what about your journey? Like, do you have a sexual health journey? Like, do you use anything or is it like, you know?
Oh, well, we'll get personal here. Okay, that's fine with me.
Well, you don't see that's the thing. Like, think about it being personal, but take out the part where it's you talking about the intimate part of your journey and more about what you use as supplements for that becomes more where it's really easy to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really take anything unless it's vitamin type things for testosterone health. I don't take any hormones or anything like that, but I do take supplements for keeping my levels at a good place. But they're not. It's not hormones. They're vitamins. And in terms of, I don't really use products. I'm my imagination is probably the best product. My mind and my connection.
It's interesting. Some people use products, some people don't. It's all just it's what's your flavor. But once you try and know that there's certain products out there, it it really is there for you just when you need it. And some days you might be super hydrated, some days you might be
Yeah.
dehydrated. Just like when it comes with your sexual health, like a lot of women down there might be really super dry and they don't really know. And a man's kind of afraid to say something like being able to have these lubricants in these beautiful bottles next to your bed that, I mean, our bottles are beautiful. They are made to set outside, out there, not looking like, you got like KY jelly
Yeah,
outside.
right. Oh yeah, I know what that is. Or there's a couple healthier things than that, but and yes, I have used those things, and
Who hasn't been there, Bob? We've all
yeah,
been.
I mean it's an interesting topic because we all have that aspect to our lives, but there's still a bit of a taboo about talking about it, a little embarrassment, and but it's also it's a big business and people do use products, and why not? I mean, I use when I had hair, I used to use a comb.
No, but Bob, you made it. It's so funny. I didn't even like think about when you said it. It's like, yeah, the KY jelly is like, honestly, if I walked into a guy's room and he had KY jelly in like tissues, I'd walk right back out. If I walked into a guy's room and he had this Neo Sensual, like beautiful, like thing, I'd be like, all right, we're gonna about to get it on. Like, isn't that crazy? Just by looking at
Well,
something and
that
the way that
yes,
you present
yes.
it, it's
Well,
all, but then on top of it, having a product that actually then does what it says and is there to make you better and feel better and is good for you, it's like winning all day long.
well, here's something that I was just curious about as you were talking, because you said, it's visually the bottles and the type of product that it is. What about the scent? Because that is a very big part of
Oh,
connecting
it's
with your biology and with somebody else is, like, I mean, perfume's sort of the most obvious thing that is, intoxicating in some way. What about these products? Are there different scents to them?
well, what do you think about champagne and strawberries?
Not much.
Well, I tell you what, a lot of people and women all love it. And I love a good champagne with strawberries and
Okay.
putting that in a little small, in a smell and a taste. It's fantastic. They've really gone above and beyond because, like, you brought up a good point. It's not just how you feel. It's like how, I mean, there's a lot of tasting involved in our journey with sexual health, right?
Hmm.
So the taste is good as the smell, as good as the feel. Bob, a home run. We've done it all. It's the entourage effect.
Is that one of your products, champagne and strawberries? Is that why you're saying that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Bubble up. We
I
even
like
have a
this. I
pill
like the
spray.
smell of a good barn. Very
I've been
earthy.
there. I've been there.
Yeah.
This a guy asked me a long, like 6 months ago for some reason. I remember. I thought it was funny. He's like, "You ever sleep with a cowboy?" And I said, "Yeah, on some hay." And I was like, "That's the funniest thing. You never find some hay around here."
Yeah. Hay is
I'm
hay is a
in a
hay is a
different
great
place,
smell,
Bob.
by the way.
You're
It's a
not.
great smell, but it's not great to lay on. It's kind
It's
of
not great to lay on. Let me just tell you that
you
much.
need
But
you need some kind of a blanket. But
yeah.
um but the that those earthy smells are something that I like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they go across the spectrum here with there's original, it's scent in itself. And all the scents, it's not like a overbearing scent. It's almost just like a little accent to it. So it's like all the products in itself make its own scent, and then we just add a little bit just to tip it off.
I am
And
so curious about these products. I am very, very
listen, I have them all. They're all lined up. And thank God I have it all because it's a beautiful thing. We have now moving to the beauty regimen of this, right?
great. Let's do
That
that.
you don't really use anything, Bob. Why not? Why don't guys care about their skin? Tell me why not.
Oh, I do put things on my skin.
Good for you.
Yeah. Hmm. I vary them, but I have a couple of I have a vitamin E that I use, and I have like another thing that's a little that my wife gave me. It's a little bit more smells a little bit more perfumey, not perfumey, but like it's got a beautiful scent to it that it's just you just need a few drops. And I use that on my skin.
Okay.
So yeah, I do that. Yeah, I'm not completely oblivious to that stuff. I do it because she taught me.
Well, good for her because
Yeah.
that's the story of life. Every woman does it for the man when it comes to that because it's like, it's funny. A man will have one step, it's bar soap, and a woman will have seven.
Right. Well, we're very simple creatures.
Yes, but you know what? Your skin is skin. You think that your skin knows that I'm a man or a woman? It's just skin.
No. Well, here's the thing about skin. It's the largest organ in the body. It covers
And
the entire
it-
body, and it is not something separate. It's not like your organs are in your body. Your skin is part of that. So why not? Exactly.
it's a very good point. And we should take care of that big organ and we should hydrate it. But we can't take water and just dump it on our face. I mean, we can put it inside of our body, which hydrates
Yeah.
us.
Hmm.
But we've created a line that we've taken CBD and we nanotized it, which goes deep into your dermis and helps to make rapid change in your face for inflammation, pigmentation, aging, lines,
Hmm.
hydration, plumping your skin. That's what we've done with our skincare. And we've come out with a revolutionary change to me product that's going to change the game. And it is a nano facial spray. And it's got electrolytes, peptides,
Mm.
cucumber, CBD, and I can't say everything, Bob, but we've revolutionary like this product. You just spray it on your face and it does this mist and it goes deep into your skin through your makeup. It doesn't mess your makeup up and it just brings out this glow. And what's great about the glow, it's the natural glow. It's not like you had to put this stuff on because CBD is a cannabinoid. And when you spray it on your face and it goes into your skin, it wants to heal and hydrate and calm and plump
Hmm.
and all these things. And no one has really done it. They've done with serums. But the way that they've taken this and they've like shrunk it down to its purest form to be going through the skin. I've been using it and I'm obsessed with it. And so it's the first of its kind, I like to say, because I've Googled, I've checked, I've gone to all the stores, and there's sprays, there's peptide sprays, there's hydrating sprays, facial sprays that are, mixture of like rose oil, cucumber oil. But to take all of that and different, terpenes and peptides and put it all into this formula with CBD is really exciting for me. And men can use this because men, they don't really like to like you said, they like to just use a thing of soap. Men will like to use the nano facial spray because all they have to do is pick it up and spray, Bob. How hard
Right.
is that? Stand, spray, go. Nanotize, done.
Terpenes that you mentioned, isn't that the aromatic part of the cannabis?
Terpenes are.
Yeah.
Terpenes are the part that bring out, you can get different terpenes, right?
Hmm.
There's all terpenes in plants, there's terpenes in things that we eat, there's terpenes in, you know, the cannabis plant. So Dennis is with this brand has done an amazing job with taking this and being able to bring out your natural glow. This nano spray brings out a natural glow. It reverses the signs of aging as you spray it. I'm spraying it all day long. I'm like, I'm 48. How many sprays do I need to get back down about 32? No,
Well, I don't know. We're going to find out.
but every time I spray, I'm like, listen, you know, if I can stop the signs of aging, because listen, we're going to age, cells are going to die, all of that stuff, yes. But if I can slow it down, not stop it, but slow it down and use something that keeps rejuvenating, keeps hydrating my face throughout the day, that's all we can ask for besides doing our internal work.
Why not? I mean, I exercise, I eat well, I do all that internal stuff pretty
So
diligently.
let's think about that, Bobby. Wake up in the morning. First thing I do is, which I'm changing, I'm switching to doing hot water with lemon, but I go for coffee, then I do my, meditation. I have all of these things. Just imagine waking up and just taking the nano and just spray your face. Just first thing you do, wake up, refresh yourself, do whatever you have to do. And then after your workout, after you take a shower, refresh your face. And then before you go to bed, spray it again. Gave you enough to hydrate your face so that you are ready and you don't have to worry about aging as fast as you thought it would or damage that you thought you would do to your skin. You're hydrating it. Because sometimes I wake up and I'm like, damn, I look really dry.
I know. My wife says that all the time.
And it's like, you get over 40 and everything is like all messed up. And I mean, it's like all downhill from there, guys. I'm just letting you know. So I know they used to tie it up, but listen, we all can call that person when they tie them up. When your face is all tied up, we don't want to do that. We want to try to just keep it as natural as we can until you have to go behind a knife, but we all are just trying to be natural here. So using this and spraying natural stuff on the external part of our body, our organ, our biggest organ, our skin, and drinking lots of water and making sure you eat and thinking well, being well, gives us longevity.
Well, see, I like what you're saying, and I like the word longevity, but I also, I'm not really afraid of the aging process, but it doesn't have to be rapid and it doesn't have to be really terrible. And I
No,
think, but it
that's
isn't. It's not a disease. It's not something to be like to fear. It's not something to be
no.
ashamed of. If you're, it's just part of the process. Sometimes I think there's a desperation behind not aging,
Oh, there is. I mean, we
and
could go
that's
and
an
tell.
uncomfortable thing. And I think women probably suffer from it more because women, I guess, have been taught to, their looks are, they're not going to get much in life without great looks
No,
in a lot of arenas.
you've really touched that's exactly right. We all can look flawless at any age and look healthy and whatever, but we weren't taught to really understand those things until it's like broken, right? We don't want our face to be broken, then have to fix it. So it's like I love like learning these things, how we can longevity in our face as long as we can. And aging is a natural thing, but like being able to slow it down because women like we grow up in this thing like, oh, you get a certain age and you look old or you're old. And that's not the case at all. I don't think that's the case at
Yeah.
all. And I feel like it's if you can keep yourself and feel and look the best that you can and glow, I think that doesn't matter what age you are because, like, let me just tell you, I can get the young ones and the old ones. And I mean, people think I'm young sometimes, old. I don't know anymore. All I know is I take care of myself and I'm doing the things to understand that our skin and our body ages differently. Like your internal clock is not your external clock. And the things that we do on the outside of our skin and the inside of our skin are different. And that's where the regimens come in. Feed your body. Feed the outside, give it vitamins, give it peptides, give yourself IVs, like do all these things. Like we're advancing in medicine. Like it's not just like, back in the day with, the things that, people used to put Crisco. I did. I used to put that shit on my skin and then sit in front of the sun and just hope that I didn't die.
I remember those when I was a kid. Those ladies that would put, they'd have the aluminum covered piece of paper under their neck,
Oh, did that.
and just covered in goop, and trying
Yeah.
to. And I was like, "What are you doing?" I mean, I didn't get it as a kid. I just thought it was ridiculous, but because it looked funny.
No, but we all did that.
Yeah, and
And
it
yeah.
was important, I suppose. But I was at the dermatologist yesterday, 2 days ago, and she said, "Do you use sunscreen?" And I go, "No." I go, "I hate it. I hate the way it smells. I hate the way it feels on my skin. I don't want it going in my pores because it's all chemicals." She goes, "Well, you got to wear, heavy clothing." I go, "I'm not afraid of the sun. I don't go out there, and hurt myself. I do, a decent amount of time because I'm doing other stuff usually, and I don't worry about it that much, because it seems odd to me to be afraid of something that is the way things are. It just,
Well, I think too, like it's just okay, look at it this way, because part of me feels sometimes the sunscreen could be doing more damage than good.
well, I
So,
stopped short of saying that to the dermatologist, but that's what I was thinking.
but then it goes, Bob, to ask yourself, what would your mom say if you went out in the sun? What would she say to you? She'd say, put a hat on, wouldn't she?
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't
so
remember.
that's what you do. If you're out there a little bit more than 20 minutes, You
Mm-hmm.
better put a hat on or you're going to burn. Like everybody
Well,
knows
you don't
that.
want to burn. You don't want to do that. Of
Right.
course
So
not.
you
Yeah.
put a hat on. Like even me, in the summer I look like I got an umbrella. I'm carrying an umbrella on my head. It's got like you could eat, like a family of four could eat underneath my hat. Hydrate your skin because that's another thing too. We burn when our skin is really dehydrated. And like if you're keeping it hydrated and stuff, it's not gonna burn or it's gonna tan or the melanin in your skin's gonna bring out this natural glow. Like there's certain things because my girlfriend right now, she goes out in the sun right now and she's got this beautiful tan. She never burns. So it's like you got to understand and know your body. So step one, Bob, is all of us need to know our body and know our sexual health. It's good to be out in the sun, it gives you vitamin D.
Yeah. Well, you feel good when you're out in the sun. I'm telling you, I think I just, if I don't get sun, I don't feel good. I'll put it that way. I'm not somebody that does well in cloudy,
Yeah,
overcast
I did
days.
it. And when I lived in Michigan, I actually was like praying up. I was like, please bring the sun, bring the sun, bring the sun.
Right? I know.
Because it never came out. And now that I'm out here, I'm like, please, it's like a thing. But like knowing how long you're out and knowing how you prepare your skin before are all things we weren't really taught.
I'm seeing a book in your future.
Part of me is I want people to like, because I love health and beauty and understanding like if your mind's not right, then your body's not tight.
Thank you so much for being on the show. I look forward to talking to you again.
Love to send you some things. So then the next time
I love
that we
that.
do
Thank
the
you.
show, send you a facial spray so you can wake up and spray and some serum.
You'll tell me if I look any different the next time.
Yeah, well, you'll feel different. That's the whole thing. You'll know. And when you feel different too, like I was saying, is like you carry like you could look in the mirror some days and just hate yourself. And then you could look in the mirror and it's the same damn person, but you just feel good. Like you're just like, damn, I feel good. And it's just like I want to carry that out that like you still can have that on good days, bad days, just within it's a perspective, right? And
Yeah.
just snapping yourself out of it, giving your one nano spray to feel better.
I look forward to spraying my face and feeling great all
Yeah.
through everything. Everything.
Can't wait for it, Bob. And we appreciate you. And yeah.
Thank you, JENAE. Much appreciation for you folks listening to The Exploding Human. The website is theexplodinghuman.com. There's also a YouTube channel where you can listen. That is The Exploding Human with Bob Nickman. Once again, I want to thank JENAE Alt for being on the show. Have a fantastic day. Thank you.